There was a news clip on there, or a clip there yesterday that perhaps we could get some sound from. There is a woman talking about how she went into a restaurant, rang up her and her friend, and it's on YouTube, rang up a tab for about $165 because she got some filet mignon and stuff, and had some drinks, and then she left, and with a complete seriousness on her part, left an $8 tip, left $8 that she had left, and was not even looking like it was a problem. And then she bitched that the waiter came out and started yelling at her. You know, I work for a living. This is my job. You stiff me like that. She then went in and started bitching to management. She goes, if I didn't want to tip, I'd have gone to McDonald's or something like that. But I left him $8. It's not my problem. He can't afford things. I wanted steak. I could afford the meal. I just don't have to tip. And the arrogance coming out of this woman for not giving this guy $8 on a $162 bill.
Wow. And it's a news clip.
Oh, no, it was a YouTube video that was on a certain website that I had visited last night. And, wow, just stunned at the, see, there is a tipping problem.
Yeah. I don't know whose side I'm on.
What?
I tip good. I'm a good tipper.
Dude, I'm a very good tipper, too.
But I also, waitresses bug me, too.
You got to watch the video. You'll be on someone's side.
Okay.
Oh, you'll be on someone's side. It won't be hers. The arrogance. That screw you. I had enough. I had money in my pocket to get my dinner and my friend's dinner and the drinks, and that's all I'm entitled to have to pay. And she even said she got good service. And that's, she said it should be part of the bill. Part of the bill.
Can we play the audio on the show or
like
what?
Red Lobster or something? Yeah, she goes on a bit, so I'm sure it's going to have to be edited down.
Yeah.
But she goes off on certain parts where you'd just be like, oh, my God, I want to slap this broad in the face.
What finally happened?
Nothing. She just ends it by, I think, pulling her pants down in front of the camera and slapping her ass and saying, here's your tip.
Really?
Yeah. Her big fat ass, by the way.
I remember one time I saw a waitress yell one time, and there was a couple that had left. It was a black couple, and she was really mad that they didn't leave her a tip. And she's like, you forgot to tip! And the guy had been coming back from the register because he had to get change. He's like, I was getting change.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Awful.
Maybe she shouldn't have jumped the gun like that.
Oh,
yeah,
boy,
that...
did she flying leap over the gun. I was in a diner in North Brunswick. Oh, was he not pleased? He and his lady friend were not happy.
I bet that just brought a little more hatred on their part.
Oh, yeah. That brought us another 20 years.
All right, we're just getting warmed up. Our phone number, 877-212-ONA, minus 35 tonight with the wind chill in Iowa for Kurt and the boys up there in Iowa. Wow.
That's what you get for living in Iowa.
And then the beauty of a national show. It's 51 in O-Town right now. And then somebody else, 52 in Savannah. I'm going for a jog in a little while, guys. Enjoy the cold weather up there in New York.
That's freezing there for them, though.
Opie and Anthony. And good morning to everybody. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, 877-212-ONA. Right to the phones. Let's say hi to Peter in New York City. Peter, how are you, buddy?
Yes, Anthony, I'm trying to be gentle with you. There are no laws that say that you have to tip anyone.
Right.
A tip is a gratuity for services rendered.
Right.
The nouveau riche generally try to make some kind of social statement, and I understand you came into a lot of money, and the fact is that you don't have the cultural accliments to be able to adjust to it, so you think by buying off someone you're going to get service?
Okay, can
the
I...
argument should be with the restaurant owner.
All right, hold it.
Talk to your mobster cousins and tell them to increase the salary for these workers.
Don't go anywhere. Let me talk to you now. I love how I'm placed in this category. I grew up under a single mom who was a waitress and worked off of tips. So even when
So you're overcompensating.
So no. So even when I had a crappy job, dude, I was making $25,000 a year. Even when I had that piece of crap job, and less on certain jobs, I tipped. I tipped well because I know that a lot of these people that work in that industry make garbage. You know, they don't even make like minimum wage.
Why isn't the restaurant owner held responsible?
Well, you know why? Because that's just the way it is. And what I'm saying...
No. See, you're not American. Where were you born at? The gratuity. Look up gratuity. Thank you.
I know what it means. Did he hang up? You know, you pussy. Go ahead, just hang up on me. Let's not have a discussion. Let's not go back and forth. You get the last word in. You just whine, get the last word in, and then leave me hanging here. You're a dick. You really are. I tipped my whole life. I understood. If I got bad service, I left a crappy tip. When all of us hooligans from school would stay out late and go to the diner, sometimes that waitress got nothing because she was a piece of crap waitress. Other times, when waitresses go above and beyond or have a nice ass, they get a nice tip. That's how it works. I don't know what the criteria is for tipping and how much, but I know one goddamn thing, that the incident I was talking about with this woman, she was totally unjustified in leaving $8 on a $162 tab because she's just a cheap F. That's why.
She wasn't pissed off at the restaurant or the service or anything?
She had no concept, no clue at how a civilized nation treats its servers in restaurants. That seems to be the problem. And believe me, she wasn't busting any stereotypes apart. That's what I meant, jackass. Hang up on me, will you? Love these people. Blah, blah, blah. Click. Oh.
Let's go to John in Ozone Park. John.
Good morning, boys. How you doing?
Good, man.
Hey, man.
Listen, Anthony, you're 100% right. It's a crappy industry. There's a pizzeria in my neighborhood. He pays his drivers $15 for the night. And if those guys don't get tips, how do they make a living?
Yeah, that's another thing. The delivery guys, whenever a delivery guy comes, I'll always tip that guy legit. You know, give him a good tip, worth the effort for, hopping out and bringing me food.
That guy who said that nouveau... Sorry, hold on, buddy. Hold on 1 second, buddy. The guy who was talking about the nouveau riche thing, it's like when a guy delivers food to me, yeah, I'm doing well, so it's like I feel bad for a guy that's going to schlep out in rain and 10-degree weather to deliver a sandwich, so you always give him money.
Yeah,
always.
The caller before was trying to make it seem like what? I try to make it myself feel better about myself? I'm trying to make myself feel good by tipping? Go screw your mother.
I think the guy, but in all fairness, I think the guy was annoyed because he knew where you were and where you found this video. So right there, he wasn't really going to be listening to what you had to say.
Sorry.
You're pretty much bragging that you're on this fine website that makes fun of black people.
Even one of the worst sites ever do have facts sometimes. Sorry.
But I think that's why you might have got under the guy's skin to begin with.
Yeah, got under his skin.
Probably.
All right, John. Thank you.
Gentlemen, have a good day.
I completely agree with the whole tipping thing, but one of the things that has happened with these restaurants is they're adding the tip right to your bill now.
Yeah, that I don't like.
Which
incentive.
If you're a waiter or waitress, are you really going to push that much harder if you know you're already going to get your tip? Like I was away recently. It was a who gives a crap type place, and they're like, we added 18% to your bill for your convenience.
Was it just you and your wife, or was it like a bunch of people?
No, just the two of us, and I didn't mind paying it. And actually, I laughed because I'm like, these dummies don't even know that I go 20 every single time, no problem, sometimes more.
It's easier to calculate.
So because for my convenience, they lost out on 2 to 5%. But still, I mean, why would you have an incentive as a waiter or waitress if it's already put on your bill like that?
The one thing I agree with though is the restaurants. It is so bizarre how they are able. I don't know what the real reason is to hire people for that crap wage.
I know it's just gone back. It's always been that way, and I think they can hire people for that crap wage because they know that it's going to be offset by the tips. But most people are fine. You talk to any waitress. a waiter, and they'll tell you most people are absolutely fine. They tip, they're nice, leave, whatever. But it's just those every once in a while, you get these arrogant son of a bitches that come in and just refuse to tip like it's degrading to have to tip.
Or sometimes they don't tip because of house rules. Like, I mean, I've worked plenty of jobs where I've
worked on tips.
I've been waiter, bartender, all that stuff. And one bar that I worked at, the rule was like every third drink was a buyback. And this guy refused to tip me well because I wouldn't give him a better buyback ratio. And I'm like, it's not my. I was like, it's like if I give you more free drinks, then I get in trouble.
Bar rules.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Mike in Jersey.
And
Mikey.
why give it to him when you can pocket the money yourself?
What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Mike, how are you, brother?
Yeah, I was just saying, all types of people ain't that way. Me, myself, I tip heavily. Around holiday times, I give them an extra $10, on the tip. Because I'm a garbage man myself, and I like somebody to tip me,
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that Christmas bonus sometimes. Been a little was a little light this year, I bet, huh?
Oh, it was a little heavy this year. You would think it was light, but
yeah,
it was heavy this year.
Tipping the garbage.
People might have felt that times are bad. I tipped a little more on my doorman. I tipped at least what I tipped last year, and a little bit more in some cases, just because I knew that it was probably hard for them. And they probably got a lot of people thinking that way, too. They may have, like, bandits.
Yeah.
I'm definitely tipping more because of what's going on.
Yeah, man.
Subconsciously, I'm just throwing a few more bucks around.
Dude, even bad service, I mean, for me to not tip, it's...
I can't do it.
The worst I can
hard to do.
The worst I can do is to properly tip, which is 15%
minimum
on the bill before tax. Technically, what you're supposed to tip, I believe, is if the bill is like, I had $20, you look at it and say it was $17 before tax. You're supposed to tip, I think it's 15% on the before tax money. So that's the worst I can do. And I mean, on a terrible service. We had one in this restaurant one night, and a guy, he forgot to put the food in. He was a dick about it. It was waiting so long. We're like, you know what, forget it. He said, well, no, it's already here. Like, I want to strangle this prick. But even that, I tipped a little bit.
I'll always take whatever the amount is, move the decimal one place over to the left, and double it. That's how
20%,
I do it. Yeah, it figures out to 20%, unless it's under $5. And then, then you just throw them the $5. Something like that.
Let's say hi to Kent in California. Kent, how are you?
Somebody like $1.60. Get the change purse out like the old ladies at the diners when they're all quibbling. That's part of their little quibbling old lady life. They all pull out the change, and you just hear a clink clanking, and there's pennies out. Oh, the waitress is just like, oh.
Quibbling old lady life.
Quibbling over a quarter.
What do you got, Kent?
I ended up tipping a guy $3 in a $90 meal today, simply out of disgust of how he handled my money. It was you know how they bring over the book, you put your card in, or you put whatever cash you want, and he would take it back to the register, bring you your change.
Yeah.
So this guy's looking at me and my friends, brings over the book, I put my money in it, wait for him to come back, take it to the register, bring me my change. What he does is opens up the book, pulls out a crisp 100 I had just put in there, holds it up to the light, right in front of the, entire restaurant, and then proceeds to pull out change from his pocket.
That seems a little, that should be done maybe by the register or something.
Yeah, I don't want everybody in the restaurant to know how much money I'm carrying around on me.
Oh, they're diming Jim Brady with your 100. That's now going to be broken up, and you're going to get $10 back because it was a $90 meal. Hold on there, Rockefeller.
Wow. Those people know you're waltzing around with $16 in your pocket. Living on Easy Street.
I'll say this. I was in a bar being generous, and it wasn't exactly a great neighborhood.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, Riley. When did you have this? When did you have this meal? Because you said today. Did you say today?
Yeah, it was dinner.
Oh, so you mean last night? Or
He's in California.
okay.
I'm in California. No, I haven't gone to bed yet.
Oh, all right.
You're still like living Tuesday.
Yeah, how can you go to bed?
Yeah.
That's so weird to us here in New York.
Wednesday.
The mattress stuffed with cash.
Yeah, all that money to watch. What are you waiting for the banks to open? He's got $17.38 that needs looking after.
Valet, could you bring my armored car up, please? I'm leaving.
Hey, don't go to Vegas, man. They won't give you a security walkout until a half hour. Careful.
All right,
roller.
Thank you, Kent.
All right, take care, Bill Gates.
Yeah,
It's got a sound beating.
no
Hey,
kidding.
Kent. Is it really bent? All right, sorry.
With that, let's go to Rochester.
What are you booing for? That's what you get for a $10 tip. Nothing. Take your $9 and stuff it, pal.
We go to Patrick in Rochester.
Yes.
Patrick, how cold is it up there?
I miss you.
Good luck following Rockefeller, Patrick.
-2.
What, Patrick?
It's about -2.
-2?
Jeez.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, I used to catch you at the cellar in 2000.
Oh, my God.
We chased him. Never.
Wanda Sykes was like the MC.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wanda used to host it. Yeah, she still goes on when she comes
Yeah,
in
she was
town.
a black sassy woman.
She's very
Who
funny.
knew?
though. Wanda's funny, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I did want to give the perspective on. I'm a white guy, and I used to be a waiter.
Yay. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just rooting for the home team. Go ahead.
Look, I got really good tips off black people, just for giving them like normal service.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it becomes sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy where if they could probably sense that the waiters are a bit racist sometimes.
Wow, when they throw the food across the room.
Hell of an accusation.
Y'all catch.
Well, you go back in the back room, in the smoking room. They're like, "Yeah, I got a black couple. What do they order? Fried chicken, watermelon." Ha ha ha. I mean, I think a lot of customers can kind of sense when they get a bad waiter.
Yeah, maybe. I'm sure there are.
Okay, that's just
I just added nothing.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Malik in Asbury Park for the black perspective. Malik.
Yo.
What are you laughing at, Malik?
I was laughing at the last dude. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey, man.
All right.
He's basically saying black people will tip more if they get good service because they usually expect bad service.
Yeah, it's true. Yo, listen, and you got to get off that, man. It's a stereotype. Listen.
Yeah.
If I call in an order and I got to go pick it up, I still tip the waitresses. And all they got to do is just take their sloppy white ass to the back and go get my food. I still give them a tip. You know what I mean?
I tip for takeout, too. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's just the stereotype. Now, you still got some, bum-ass people that don't leave tips, but that's across the board. It ain't got nothing to do with, race, color, nationality, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You just got bum people across the board.
Why do you think that stereotype is so prevalent, though, that black people don't tip?
Well, I think at one time it could have been a high percentage of black people that didn't tip because they may have, like the past caller said, they might have felt some type of way going into a restaurant, like, yo, why we gotta sit in the back by the kitchen? You know what I'm saying? We gonna give him a bad tip. We ain't gonna get no tip. But now, man, them days is over, man. Everybody tipping, and if you ain't tipping, you real bummy.
Yeah, real bummy.
For real, on the real, yo, if you don't tip America, O&A listeners, you a bum ass.
Well, now with Obama in there, it's going to be embarrassing for the President of the United States if people don't start tipping better. People of color
Well, now
don't
since
start
he's
tipping.
president, I ain't tipping.
And now you're not tipping. Only a few more days left, Malik, and you're on Easy Street.
I'm loving it. I'm heading down to Washington for the whole ceremony, man.
Are you going down?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going down. Me and a couple of my buddies, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go down and get the party cracking.
How close you think?
Lagging.
How close you think you're gonna get?
Probably Virginia.
Yeah, no kidding. God, you know what? At least you understand. Most of these people going down there, they're not even gonna be. You're not even gonna be able to see them through a telescope.
That's all right. Just to be there for the energy and everything on this history-making day.
There's only.
That's what it's about. It's about going there. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating the whole. You know what I'm saying? Just the movement, you know what I mean?
I got offered a gig down there, and I would have been able to go to the inauguration, although not sit right there, and I just turned it down.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, you guys should come down and support.
Huh?
You guys should come down and support, man. It's going to be a beautiful thing, especially you, Ant.
You know something? Funny enough, I will. I'm going to hop a plane that day and wing on over to France.
Hold on, Ant. Ant, he's not being inaugurated in France.
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of
definitely.
excited.
But
There's an excitement in the air.
Yeah, man, I gotta be
Is
honest.
there
Some
Yeah.
hope in the air.
Is there some hope in the air?
People haven't felt like this toward a president in a long time.
JFK, man.
Y'all tell me
Maybe
about it.
JFK. We weren't around for the JFK, so we don't even know for sure.
But I've heard enough people.
All the other
talk about
presidents
it.
we've had in our life, there wasn't excitement like this.
In our lives, no. But JFK, the way they talked about him, they were like, there was a weird hopefulness. People just, because he was young.
Right.
You know, people just had this vibe for him.
It's the time too. I think if any young guy got in there, there would be this hopefulness, or
Plus he's
even
black.
when Bill Clinton got in, his whole basis, his platform was based on hope. You know.
yeah, but with Bill Clinton, it was kind of different, though, even though he brought that sense of hope. With Obama, I mean, even the people he got performing, do you see the performance list? He don't got, like, Crosby, Still, and Nash and Bob Dylan. He got, like, Will.i.am. You know what I'm saying? Kanye. I mean,
Oh boy,
I know Chappelle is doing something down there. Dane Cook are doing
Yeah.
shows.
Cook.
yeah, this the man of the people, and you got to get on board now, man.
He's never going to be on board. Who are you
I'll
kidding?
be on board. The QE2.
That ain't
Listen,
happening.
I kind of know how you felt, because when I went to your virus show, yo, listen, bro, I was there for 5 minutes. Literally got out of my car, and some dude walked up to me. It was like 3 white dudes. They was like, yo, let me shake your hand. I'm like, for what? He's like, I can't believe you're a black person at an O&A show.
Hilarious.
Let me tell you something, man. It was almost about to be real violent at y'all show, man. And my man just looked at me like, yo, be easy, be easy. So I know how you feel, man. I'm about to shut your show down, man, for real. Like, yo,
Nah, you don't have to worry. Whitey don't do it. We got an occasional crazy white guy, you know, of course, that might think differently. But for the most part, Whitey just sits back and takes it. And, you know, we'll see what happens. Well, while a lot of black people are interested in the hope in the air, the energy, the inauguration, a lot of white people are interested in their portfolios, their jobs, and things like that. So I just hope the guy can pull that off and appoint a cabinet that helps this lousy economy, gets our soldiers home, and you know, does a good job as president of the United States. I don't care if he's green.
Yeah, I hope he does a good thing, too. But, yo, the reality is that, yo, he got 8 years to clean up, man. So
Oh, you already gave him another 4.
I don't know
huh?
about that 8. We'll have to wait and see.
You already gave him 4 more years. Wow.
There's excitement and hope going into it. We'll see what happens in the coming months, the coming year or two.
I hope he does well, because then whoever runs against him is going to have an easy time. They're going to run on the platform. What'd you expect?
All right, Malik, we got to let you go today. All right, buddy?
all right, fellas, have a good one, man.
All right.
Hey, yo, Jim, I'm going to be down there to Borgata to check you out on January 18th, too, man.
Oh, come up and say hello, man.
Nice.
When is
Yeah, I'm
that?
holler
Wait,
at you,
wait,
man.
you're
I'm,
on.
I'm,
You
yeah,
gonna
no
come?
doubt, man. I'm going to come holler at you, man.
Yeah, you should, man. Come up and say hello.
You're on Thursday.
Yeah.
No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Malik, I'm gonna be down there too.
Hello.
Click. He's going to get his boys. So
One more on tipping, then we'll take a break.
Wouldn't mind meeting Malik. It'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Paul in Jersey, how are you?
I'll leave him a ticket or tickets for him and
Hey,
his
how's
friend.
it going?
What's up?
First time caller.
Yeah.
I actually go over and I travel a lot, and I actually got kicked out of a restaurant for tipping.
Really?
Do
yeah.
tell.
In Japan. Okay. In Japan.
The hand can be used like a knife, but not on this tomato. The ginsu. Remember that? In Japan,
Yeah, then you see a guy like putting his hand on his wife's throat. See, it doesn't work here either.
Yeah. In Tokyo, I had actually, because I'm just used to tipping, and I tipped, and they got extremely offended because you're now basically going over and saying they're not doing their job.
Yeah.
And,
Well, how-
and they asked me to leave.
They're screwed up over there.
Wow.
How are they saying
They're
you're not-
offended by tipping?
Yeah, like you get a bill. You get a normal bill. You go over, like you said, 15, 20, sometimes more, depending on the service. I just left the regular tip. The bill was like $100. I left like 25, and I was walking towards the bar to get a drink, and the waiter comes over, and I didn't understand what the hell he was saying. And the bartender who spoke English said, "You left a tip? Why did you leave a tip?" And I found out that
American,
they looked down
dummy.
right, exactly. Yeah, well, they looked down on it.
Well, they
looked down on it over there.
So weird.
But it is weird. It's a weird cultural thing. But don't people realize, like, hey, look, I'm an American. It's a custom there. It's not done to be.
Yeah.
Don't people ever look at the motives? They just get mad.
I don't understand it, but I mean, I just thought I would chime in. Ed, you're from...
Get a Godzilla Godzilla.
Oh. Wow.
I almost said Godzilla contest.
Yes,
you almost said something else.
Yeah, it sounded like something else the way it came out. But...
Well, he called me Ed. Go ahead, sir.
No, not Ed.
Yeah.
I know.
No, ED.
Oh, good.
Yeah. All right, no, just chime in.
Well,
sorry, buddy.
Whatever.
I thought he called me Ed.
All right, Paul. We're going to regroup here.
Not like he's dumping the tip out of the Enola Gay. That might anger him. Here's your tip, fella. Open Bombay doors.
All right, we'll move on from tipping.